report by the Twin Cities regional planning body, the Metropolitan Council, shows a growth spike for the three largest cities in the northwest suburbs. According to the Met Council, Plymouth experienced the biggest growth since 2010. It grew by more than 7,000 people, an 11% spike. Brooklyn Park remains the largest city in the northwest suburbs. It grew by nearly 6,000 people, according to Met Council population estimates. And Maple Grove saw its population surge by more than 5,000 people, a 9% rise. The Met Council points out that while the growth is a positive, it also increases an affordable housing challenge. Housing is generally considered a cost burden when families and individuals spend more than 30% of their income on housing costs. The city of Plymouth is getting some much-needed funding from Hennepin County to expand a new bike trail.
We're getting funding from Hennepin County this year, $75,000 from their bikeway grant. And then the goal is to get another $75,000 in 2020 from the bikeway grant as well, and then we'll pair that with $150,000 from the city.
The new trail is located in the northwest corner of Plymouth along County Road 101. Currently, there is more than 170 miles of trails in Plymouth. Officials are trying to close 44 miles of trail gaps. This particular project will fill a 3/4 mile gap.
It'll add more access points to the community, and it'll eventually, when we fill in some other trail gaps, get folks over to the Northwest Greenway.
The new trail will be completed in 2021. Also worth mentioning, Brooklyn Park was awarded a $100,000 grant from Hennepin County, and the Three Rivers Park District also got $100,000 for a bike trail in Golden Valley. On Tuesday, the city of Plymouth will conduct a citywide test of its Alert Plymouth system. The system is designed to push information out to residents and businesses in Plymouth in the event of an emergency.
On Tuesday, it's Night to Unite, so we will be visiting with 160 different neighborhood parties across the city. Both police and fire will be there participating in that event. And with that, we'll be testing out our Alert Plymouth system that has been in place now for the last 4 years or so. And it will give us a chance to make sure that the system is operational, and it's a reminder to our community members to sign up if they wish to do so.
The system is not used to relay weather alerts or city event information, only public safety and emergency messages. Details on how to sign up can be found on the City of Plymouth website. Families from all over the Twin Cities flock to the Minnesota Zoo to see animals from all over the world. But as reporter Meredith Hackler shows us, a new exhibit is showing off guinea pigs from right here in Brooklyn Park.
As you stroll through the Minnesota Zoo, you can see animals of all shapes and sizes.
Llamas are the domesticated version of a guanaco.
But one temporary exhibit called Llama Trek is much different than the rest of the zoo.
Llama Trek is an immersion experience here at the Minnesota Zoo where you're no longer in Minnesota. You've been transported to the Andes Mountains and you're learning about some of the wildlife and some of the conservation programs going on to help save wildlife.
Nestled in the middle of the exhibit.
Today's a beautiful day, so we are going to put them out.
Are some animals that you might have at home.
We have 16 of them, yeah. They will live in big groups.
Guys, come here! There's a guinea pig out! Here they come!
Guinea pigs were believed to be domesticated around the year 5000 BC as a food source for people who lived in the Andes Mountains.
A lot of people don't know that.
Now they are a common household pet the zoo hopes to teach people more about. This exhibit also includes a climate-controlled house for the guinea pigs since they're sensitive to temperature change.
They're from a cooler, drier part of South America, so they're not really used to the extreme highs and the extreme humidity that we get here in Minnesota throughout the summer. So on your next trip to the zoo, you might not see the guinea pigs outside. They might be in their indoor quarters.
On top of teaching people about the history of guinea pigs, they also tell people about the special tie they have to the Northwest Metro.
These guinea pigs are actually on loan from Piggy Haven, located in Brooklyn Park. It's a rescue and sanctuary for guinea pigs.
And letting visitors visitors know that these guinea pigs are from a sanctuary is a part of the educational experience.
A lot of people think of rescue dogs and rescue cats, but there are also rescue small mammals and other pets. So the next time you're thinking about purchasing a guinea pig, you can look into whether or not there are ones adoptable out there that need a forever home.
In Apple Valley, Meredith Hackler, CCX News.
The guinea pigs will be on display until Labor Day, and afterwards many of them will be up for adoption. For more information about Piggy Haven, check out our website. And also of note, this story is the final story filed by reporter Meredith Hackler. She left Minnesota for a job in Indiana this week. This opportunity will be closer to her family. Meredith and her dog Daphne were a part of our newscasts for about a year. We wish both of them well in their new adventure. It's fairly common for people to take different animals to the Animal Humane Society in Golden Valley, but it's not often that you'll see giraffes being dropped off. Staff members from Chuck and Don's dressed in safari hats and delivered 2,000 stuffed giraffes to the Animal Humane Society on Thursday. The giveaway was part of a promotion Chuck and Don's held in July. For any customer who purchased a Fluff and Tough dog toy, the company would donate a stuffed giraffe. The Humane Society plans to use the giraffes as toys for dogs on the adoption floor and in the holding areas.
We were lucky enough to get this donation from Chuck and Don's because we have so many animals in need of enrichment, and we can handle a donation of this size. So we're very fortunate, and we're very lucky that we were able to receive all of these giraffes.
Officials from the Animal Humane Society say that donations such as stuffed giraffes help the animals become more comfortable in an unfamiliar environment.
Summer leagues for high school athletes are wrapped up now for the season. One local boys lacrosse team played for the championship of the Northwest League. Maple Grove beating Blaine as MG looks to finish the summer unbeaten. Isaac Van Zomeren with a goal giving Blaine a quick 2-0 lead. But the Crimson gets it going. Parker Slotsky with a shot for a goal there. Then late in the first half, Mitch Side scores. That levels the score at 2. Grove's Brady Lawrence with a nice goal here. He'll slip the Blaine defender and put the Crimson up 3-2. And then check this play. Lawrence intercepts the pass by the Blaine goalie. He cruises in for an empty net goal. Maple Grove wins it over Blaine 4-2. It is state tournament week in American Legion baseball. The Junior American Legion tournament is for players 17 years old and younger. Hopkins took on Rosemount in the first round game at Haddocks Field in Bloomington. Bottom of the first inning, the Millers' Cole Anderson, a little dribbler right in front of the plate. Sam Harris scores. Anderson's safe, and Hopkins leads at 1-0 after 1. Top of the second, Rosemount ties it on this hit. Landon Parris driving it to left center, and it brings Cade Paulson around with a run, and it's a 1-1 game. Hopkins answers in the bottom of the second. Anderson to the plate and hits one deep to left, just misses on a home run, but it hits to the fence. America Scalati scores. Millers take a 3-1 lead. Ryan McGee up next, and he cracks one to right center. Anderson is around to score, and Hopkins has a 4-1 lead. Patrick Sweeney, next inning, will hit a fly ball to center field. Larson Richardson makes the catch, but the ball's hit deep enough to allow Ryder Lane to score as Hopkins goes on to win 5-1. The tournament runs through Sunday in Bloomington. While school is out, high school athletes have a little more free time. That doesn't mean they aren't putting in a lot of hard work. Our Summer Workout Warriors series continues with a visit to the largest school in the area. Here's Jay Wilcox with more.
This week on Workout Warriors, we meet a Wayzata track and field athlete who's putting a lot of time in the Trojan Power program. For Olivia James, who will be a senior this fall, visiting the weight room in the summer is not a hard sell.
Oh, I love it, especially when I'm really good friends with a lot of the girls on the track team, and I like to be a leader, so I actually really enjoy coming to the workouts. It's not something that I'm like, oh, I have to go again. Like, I enjoy waking up at 6:50 to see my friends, and we're blasting music and having a good time, and it's really something fun, especially when you see that improvements within the season.
James was on 2 relay teams that placed at the state meet in June. She says the strength and flexibility work is paying off.
Because a lot of people think that you don't need lifting weights for track, but it actually helps a ton with your leg muscles, and so that we can just start off strong and we don't have to make up as much time within the season. Opening up your hips is something that's a big deal. If you can have a longer stride within track, it helps a lot. Maybe you'll finish by 0.1 second and you'll win the race just because you do have that longer stride, so flexibility is a huge thing.
Her coaches are thrilled with the work Olivia's put in to get better.
Yeah, so it's not only the summer, it's kind of been for the past 4 months. She's been coming in early, staying late, still going to track practice. She's been part of many extracurricular activities, DEC International, student council, she's managing a charity. So I just think overall she's kind of like an exemplar of the student athlete and a good community leader.
The Wayzata weight room is a pretty busy place in the summer, and it's not just varsity athletes in action.
I love seeing the freshmen come out and get excited about high school and the different sports that we have to offer. This summer program is something that's super unique to Wayzata, and that we really make sure that everyone gets connected in all different grade levels. We have 5th and 6th graders in here, all the way to seniors like myself.
The younger athletes will do pretty well if they follow the example set by Olivia James.
Thanks, Jay. And that is all for sports. More news after this.